Okay, chat, y'all here for this train wreck? Let me get you real quick, tell you what I'm doing, so y'all can handle any questions that come up in here while I'm not talking to you. Yes, happy good internet today. Apparently, the fiber guys are back at my house today, according to my wife. Um, so yeah, it's happening quickly. So what we're gonna do today is I am not at home because my podcast will take up the entire internet. My kids are trying to study, so I'm at Studio B recording, and I'm going to record the podcast with Mike. You're not going to be able to hear Mike. So I'm just having this stream on while I'm talking to Mike. You're welcome to join our live chat. I'm sure the audio sync will be terrible. I'm not going to be responding to chat for the next hour while I'm talking to Mike. Yeah, and then when I'm done, we'll come back to the stream and I'll talk with y'all as normal. So chat, you're in charge today, which is pretty scary proposition of anyone new popping in the stream wondering why they only hear one side of this conversation. We're not piping all this through so everyone can hear it. We're not doing a live video podcast, although we still owe people something for the Retro 51 campaign, so we'll work on that. Maybe that's something we can do in the future. So I keep talking into this mic. This is your mic over here. This is my podcast mic. So I'm completely set up differently while I'm doing this. And I wasn't going to go live until we were done with the podcast, but my computer's on. I'm sitting at the desk. I'm sitting in front of the camera. So I figured, I asked Mike, I was like, can I just turn this on? Like, you're not going to be able to hear Mike. I want to be very clear. And I'm not going to reply to your questions in here, right? I have my IRC chat up. See? Anyone in there? Discord's up and running. So, yeah. I'm just waiting for Mike to call me. I'll pop on the headphones. When I pop on the headphones and Mike's here, I'm not talking to chat anymore. So y'all are in charge today of letting anyone know what's happening. So, yeah, good luck listening to both the live feed and this stream at the same time. That's probably going to be a train wreck. I know several of y'all will try that, which I'm proud of that you will do. So yeah, I'm just I'm getting ready for this, and I'm gonna jump on here with Mike in a minute. He's probably ready, so we shouldn't be too late. So all your subs and bits and everything, thank you all so much for following, for joining me. This is not normal. This is not what we're gonna normally do, and we're shockingly close to me being at Studio A with the rate that the fiber team is putting everything together. So we had the cable run yesterday, and apparently someone's at the house at the street today, so they're going to be turning everything on, and I might have fiber like next week, which means we're going to be then we're gonna need to come up with a new name for the studio. So y'all be working on that for the next week or so. It's not going to be Studio A because I'll be at home, and it's going to be in my playroom. The kids play. We call it the playroom. It's really, we probably just need to turn it into the media room now, because everyone's older. Like, the kids aren't playing with toys as much in there, which is what the playroom was. Now it's my daughter's study room. Like, that's where her desk is, because her bedroom isn't big enough for her big desk. So y'all, once we get live over back at home, we'll work on what's up. Mike just called me and I can't hear him. All right, bye chat. Oh, y'all are also gonna get to hear me get to see me have some funny hair by the time we're done. Gotta look good for the podcast. Gotta look good for Mike. He didn't call me yet. I just saw him log on. I saw a green light and I was scared I missed him. The audio is coming from this mic to you. This mic is for Mike. I'll tell you when he calls me. Y'all aren't gonna be able to hear Mike. This is a one-sided conversation. Last time I say that. So chat, y'all answer any questions people have about what is happening. I'm gonna have the. I'm relocating. I'm still talking to y'all, by the way. Twitch. I'm relocating this whole desk. Basically, taking this whole desk, moving it over. I need to have a better writing area on this desk when it's time. All right, no mic yet, but I see him on the Skype. He's probably stealthily watching in here. I guess I'll have this wired better when I'm at home, because right now I don't have any room on my desktop. I should take a picture of this. Yeah, this is gonna be the weird guy stream. It's a funny picture. Oh, all right, bye. Hello. You okay? Very tired. Are you at Mega? At the Mega? Yeah, boy. All right. So my microphone arm is being a butt this morning. It keeps. I have much better posture in this chair at this studio than at home. So I keep having to lift it up, and it keeps slowly tilting down, and I keep having to chase it. The arm, yeah, and I've got it tightened to like crazy levels, and so yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it gets to a stopping point, but it's like an inch lower than I wanted, which makes me annoying. Yeah. All right, you good with the show details? So we have Penn Chalet back-to-back weeks. Is this one of the extra weeks that we're doing? Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No. Right. Mm-hmm. We're gonna do a normal one today. Is what you're trying to tell me? Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. There's. Yep. Yep. They were supposed to send me one, but I do not have it yet, so that's fine. But I know I've used them before, so. Mm-hmm. That's no problem. You got this. This is gonna wreck people's minds today, which I'm good with. Like I'm pro that. I did and actually hit on some of the questions that I have. You've kind of filled in some of the blanks I'm having. Right. Yeah. Like I'm gonna make statements that will come back to haunt me in this episode. I totally feel that as it relates to this. In a good way, in a positive way. Just like I hate fountain pens. So I'm at this desk and I'm really struggling with a place to put my notebook. I like to have my notebook open and ready to write. Yeah. So they ran the wire yesterday. So it's actually attached to, it's run to my house, and then I think today someone will come and put the box outside of the house that actually turns it on inside the house, and then I'll yeah, and then I'll have an internal install to get it where it's going to go in the house. Like it's happening quickly. I bet by next week I'll be on fiber. Yeah, uh, we're gonna be yeah, we're gonna be on 1,000 down, 100 up. So yeah, that's the max I could get. Yeah, I would like it to be like I would like 3 or 500, if not 1 to 1, but whatever, I'll take it. Hmm. Yeah, see, I wish I had that upload speed. That would be dope. Let me see what I'm at. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So here at Studio B, I'm 200 down, 25 up, and like that's beautiful compared to what my yeah, like my 12 and 3 was what I have now. So exactly, exactly. It drops, it cuts in half. Like I'm talking with you on my laptop, streaming this while I'm running a stream in the background, and like it's not even blinking. So it's beautiful. So I can't wait. It's almost there. Yes, let's go live. I saw the Discord link into the spreadsheet for the Ask TPAs is now working. I have Discord questions in there. Thank you, Kate. If you had been testing that out, I see all the questions and everything looks synced up well. Usernames, everything. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. We're gonna talk about this. Right. I forgot the. The one-sided stream performance today. It's mm-hmm. So basically it's going to the whole key of this. Like I'm not like I can see the screen in the chat, but I'm like not even looking at it, not even reading it because I have my laptop in front of me. But the key to this is how screwed up people who are trying to listen live will have their audio if they're trying to watch multiple things. So mm-hmm. Uh-huh. You know what I just realized? People are gonna see how much I talk with my hands while I'm on a podcast. Mm-hmm. It's funny when I record friend of the show. I always do the intro and I'm like waving my hands, like it's crazy. All right, let me get QuickTime up and we'll get this going. Thank you. I'm very happy. I mean, Howler Brothers, you need to sponsor me. This actually needs to be in the podcast. I just need a Howler Brothers sponsorship. I'll even shoot them an email. Them and Conan. Can't see that. You're not as twitchy. All right, let me do one thing before we start, and that is to crack a drink and fill up this cup so I don't have to do it later because I'm thirsty. That's like 2 to 3 seconds. Was it? This is not something we probably want to do. right now. I would love to reduce that, but as soon as I start doing things, we're gonna break. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think I've seen these settings that you're talking about. Gotcha. Okay, I'll work on that. Hmm. Yes. I love that so much. I could see, I could see that happening. Hi, Steven. We talk about pens. Is he checking on you? Hmm. Oh, okay, okay. He's a pen guy. One of my proudest moments is getting Steven onto his favorite pen to this day. All right, we should do a show. Mm. Sock puppet operator. That's already one of the titles. That's pretty good. Oh, OSU, don't abandon Twitch. Just put Twitch on mute. I need the viewer count. Then you can still listen to me and Mike on the live stream, but keep your Twitch stream up. Just mute it. Yeah, I'm gonna need it in a couple weeks. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, I'm affiliate. So partners, I have the time requirement, which is easily done, but it's the average viewers over the time. You have to have 75, and I'm at like right around. What did we look at it last week? I'm at like 50, high 50s. Yeah, so I think I can get it. I think I can do it. Yeah. Yes. Hello, Mike Hurley. How are you today? Uh, I know that one. Uh, yeah, I am. I'm in tired mode as well. Mostly not today, but over the weekend and the past couple of days. You'll notice a picture I posted on Instagram in the past day. We always have to lead off with our Retro 51 celebration update. No longer the Pen Addict podcast campaign. It's just the Retro 51 celebration campaign at this point. I got the packing supplies I've been waiting for, Mike. It is a plethora. I have never had a delivery to my house that's been on a pallet before, and now I have two pallets. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think about this, Mike. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, he hand trucks them off the back of the truck and drops them in the driveway, and now I like pallets are. Yeah, why would they do that? That's way too much work. So I now own two pallets that I didn't need. I asked my wife if she needed to go to Pinterest and figure something out for them. She said no, so I drug them down to the street because I know. Yes. I thought I was gonna pin Papa, but whatever. I am a pallet papa. Well, I have one less because I drug them down to the street knowing that people will hoard the pallets if they can find them, and one has vanished very quickly. The other one's still there, so it will go in no time. So, anyway, uh, yeah, yeah, there you go. So, you're leading the witness, Mike. So yeah, the I ordered 3-inch diameter by 12-inch long tubes because of all the measurements I have. I can't get them exactly how I want them. So these are pretty large tubes. So they only come 24 in a box, and I ordered 900 of them. So that's how you end up with 2 pallets of packing material. So I'm going to start building um, tubes this week. This weekend, I'll probably do some test shipments this weekend, and then I'll get into it pretty heavily next week and let everyone know when I start shipping these to be expecting them. So the only thing I'm dreading right now, and that is not even putting all this stuff together, is actually importing the shipping spreadsheet into ShipStation, which is always, that will take hours just to do that, to get it the correct information to print everyone's postage label correctly. That's always a nightmare. So that's, this is not, this does not intimidate me. The packaging and packing and shipping, the importing of the spreadsheet does intimidate me because it's just, it never goes well. hmm So this topic of packing and shipping kind of relates to what I wanted to talk about, at least on the front end today, Mike, is give a quick update about what we're using. And, we like to do this every month or two, just kind of give an idea of this. And I had this span probably from the minute we stopped recording last week's show all the way up into through Sunday, where I didn't use any pens, any paper. Like, I had like this stationary blackout, not on purpose, right? I just got busy with other stuff, right? We launched the Spoke Roadie last week. I had a lot of shipping to do. I just had my family came into town. It did go real well. We can talk about that more in this when we get down to a specific pen I have been using. We'll talk about that. But it was interesting for me how quickly I felt out of the loop, not focusing on stationery for like almost 5 days straight, right? I had a ton of work to do, and stationery related, shipping, writing, all of these things. But as far as like sitting at my desk and using things, none of that happened. Like, I didn't have any pens, any good pens going, didn't have any cool paper going, really nothing until I got to Monday, and I was like, okay, I don't have to rush out the door to go do a thing on Monday. So now it's time to sit at my desk, use my stationery, and figure out what I want to use. So what I'm using this week so far has been the Midori MD white grid notebook, which I always use. It's my commonplace notebook. So I'm anxious to get through this notebook. I'm doing pretty well, I think. I'm over halfway done. Um, I enjoy putting kind of everything in there. Like, I wrote the whole show notes section for this section, so I wrote the expanded topics in my notebook. So, this is kind of one of the things I use this notebook for. And it's just kind of my go-to notebook until my next one will be, the reason why I want to get this done is so I can get into my Masupi notebook that I ordered a couple weeks ago. To write with, I've been using very few fountain pens recently, oddly enough. And the one I picked for this week was the Mont Blanc 149, because I'm still going through this whole undecided period where I'm deciding if this is going to be the Bocomundo pen. I think I've come to that decision. Do you want to know that decision, or should we wait? Should we wait for that decision for another show? So Bocomundo is an artist, and I apologize, I'm completely blanking on her name right now. An artist in Japan who will apply Rodin, Urushi, different type of artwork onto the barrel of your pen, and it's just beautiful, beautiful work. And I'm going to do that. Yeah, yeah, Hiroko. Thank you, Chad. And it's stunning, right? Like, I'm gonna have to get this done. So I'm trying to decide. The whole point of me using this pen is I'm trying to decide what's the right platform for this artwork, because you want a pretty plain base, right? It doesn't have to be, but I do. I kind of want a reasonably plain base. So what's mm-hmm. Right. And I mean, Mont Blanc 149, it's so popular because it is a maximum impact pen, right? For a lot of reasons. So I've been using it frequently because I have, number one, I haven't been using it, and number two, I'm going to decide if I'm willing to commit to using it when I get this artwork done, because I'm not going to spend the money for Hiroko to do her work if I'm not going to use the pen, right? Right. That's exactly right. Like, mhm. And I think a lot of us, yeah, I think a lot of us will go through that. And the one common thread that all of us have, at least, the majority of us have that, listen to this podcast, we use the products, right? We might spend a lot of money on a pen, but it's not spending a lot of money to show it off at a museum. Like we talk about this all the time. We buy it to be used. The money doesn't matter if you're going to use the pen. So if I'm going to commit to going through and getting like the beautification process on a pen through Bocamundo, I want to make sure I'm going to use the pen. So I've been testing the Mont Blanc 149. I've come to the conclusion this is not the pen. So it's too big. It's too big. I need to get the nib modified. I like it. I like this pen. Like I have no problem with it. This is not going to be the answer. So I have to figure out what that pen is going to be, right? This would normally be like a candidate for me to sell this pen, but I would never sell this pen because I actually need it for reference purposes, right? The 149 is a size reference pen, and I didn't pay very much for this pen. It can be an expensive pen when you buy it new, but I got a really, really good deal on this. So um, yeah, so I'll just keep it. I'll clean it. It'll go back in the case. It will not be my Bokomundu pen. What that will be is still to be determined. So yeah, I do have that inked up. I almost think I might need to buy a new pen, like an all black Sailor or an all black Pilot Custom 912. Like the other pen I got my artwork on, the Mango pen, is the Pilot Custom 912 with the PO nib. Right? It's just a good platform. It's got the silver trim. I just had a really good idea. I have a I have an all blue Nakaya Piccolo. That's a dark blue, solid rhodium trim clip. That's a pen I use religiously. It's got an extra fine rhodium plated nib. And to add the artwork onto that pen, that might be. Hmm. Right. But I love using it. That's a yeah, that's a pen I actually use constantly. But like you said, I don't pick it up always because it's just, it's solid blue. Like it's cool. It's amazing. Piccolo, which is short but kind of wide. But it's solid. There's nothing on the exterior except the clip. That might be the one. That might be the way to go. I think I might have solved it. I'll get that now. That'll be the next pen I ink up and test out. But I know I love that pen and will use that pen. So that would be a good underlying platform for Heroku. I think I might have did it. I think I might have did it. All right, let's talk. I know. Well, I have that pen. I have both of those pens you're talking about. The black matte one, I wouldn't do it on the black matte one, which is the Imperial Black. The Black Luster is the metal section one that has a chance I will take that one out and see what I think because I use both of those pens. So, yes. Hmm. Exactly. Right. Huh. Okay. Man, pink rodent on that. Okay. Yeah, I got to stop thinking about this pen because that wasn't on my radar. So here we go. All right. Next up, Mike, is the ombre, the Kaweco ombre set. I finally got to start using it. We talked about it on the podcast in the last couple of weeks. It's a little limited edition set that Kaweco did. So it's got two parts. It's got a clutch pencil and a gel pen, and I have the little tin and the little box here that I've kept these in. I kind of feel like I want to keep these in. So the pencil, the clutch pencil is 2.0 millimeter lead diameter. I just like it okay. I thought I'd like it a bit more. I thought it'd be a little bit bigger. It's a little too short. With clutch pencils that I love so much in my Caran d'Ache fixed pencil, I have to compare any other 2 millimeter pencil to that, and this one doesn't stack up. Like, it's perfectly fine. Like, it's a good pencil. I'm going to choose the fixed pencil every time if these are my choices, right? The second pen, which I was actually, the second part of this little limited edition set, which I was actually a little bit more hyped about anyway, was the AL Sport, the black matte AL Sport barrel. So this is the metal barrel fountain pen, like this, and it has a gel ink refill, gel front end. I can't tell what refills in it. It's a Parker style. It looks like a Schmidt. It's a Parker. It's a gel ceramic zero point 0.7 millimeter roller made in Japan. So I don't know what it is, but it's nice. It works well. I really like this pen a lot. The idea of this set was to be like a portable sketching kit if you were an artist or something like that, right? So um, I like it. I don't necessarily love it jumping through hoops to get it, love it, but I like it. Like, I feel it was fairly priced. Like, I don't feel like I overpaid for it. I'm a little less hyped on the pencil than the pen. But overall, I'm glad I have it. I really kind of dig it, but I will be using the pen way more than the pencil. So there you go. Next thing, Spoke Roadie prototype, Mike. So we mentioned the Roadie a moment ago. The launch of the Roadie has gone extremely well, Mike. We are very happy. Did Yeah, Brian and I are very happy with the launch, and we've sold out of some colors, remade inventory of those colors, and then sold out those colors again. So it's going well. So we're just gonna keep making the roadies. People just started getting them in their hands over the weekend and early this week, so we're finally getting feedback on them, and people are digging them. So I'm very happy with that. Um, but it's funny. I keep using this one same spoke roadie, which I need to retire because it's changed since Brian built me this prototype. It's like a cyan barrel with a black cap and a shiny titanium grip. And the back end of the pen has changed from what the final version is. This is not a color that we offer, but when I get prototypes, I tend to stick with my prototype even when the final version comes. I don't know why. I don't know if other people do that or if they. I guess I literally have on my desk at home a pen case with one of each of all of the roadies because that was like the photography set, right? To make all the pictures. So I could choose any roadie I want, and I'm still using a non-existent, shorter than normal, incorrect end cap roadie just because it's the one I've been using and I like it. So who knows? Who knows? It's just one of those things I do. I find myself doing that a lot. That's why I wanted to mention that because when I try out other pens, I tend to use the prototype pen that I've been using the most and keep going with it. Last pen, Mike, is the Pilot Friction Biz. Excuse me, let me get this name correct. It's the Pilot Friction Ball Slim Biz Gel 0.38 millimeters black with blue accent. So that is the full name of this pen. I was looking for, what was I looking for the other day? I can't remember what pen I was looking for. So I have this box of like the gel style pens that I keep all together. And I found this pen. I was like, oh, I remember this pen. I love this pen. This is one of those pens that never in a million years would I recommend to anybody, right? It's the Pilot Friction in a skinny metal barrel, and it costs like $13, and it's the default refill is 0.38 millimeters. And I would never like recommend this, but if I walked into a me personally, if I walked into a stationery store and saw this pen sitting there, I mean, it's 10 out of 10 that I'm buying this pen, right? Like this is one of those, yeah, this is one of those me pens. So I talk about that a lot. And it's just a cool, it's gone hand in hand with all things the Mont Blanc 149, which has this pink ink in it, the Graf Faber-Castell Yozakura, which is their Cherry Blossom Festival ink. So I've been making on my task list boxes that I normally check off, but I'm using um, this pen to just kind of fill in the boxes, and I don't know, I like it. So it's a me pen, and that's about it. Last thing, Mike, is a stalwart of what I'm using, and that's the William Hanna A5 disc bound notebook with the planner page layout that I like. So I have a confession to make. I tried to cheat on the William Hanna notebook this week for no reason other than it's planner season, right? Planner season's coming. There's always talk of, hey, what new planner are we going to use? Are we going to switch it up? You know, the Hobonichi links. Hobonichi's launch at the end of August or the beginning of September. So, correct. Yeah, this happened last year. Like we talked about a bunch last year. Yeah, so I thought, well, I like using my commonplace notebook so much. What if I just built in the kind of calendar system that I like onto the pages? You know, just drew it in because it's a pretty basic system that I like. And I started drawing it in, then I started writing in the dates, and then I just got ticked off and I was like, man, the William Hand is so much better for this. Like, why am I trying to force something that's not going to be as good? And you know, that was the I came to a quick conclusion that why try to mess with a good thing, right? There's just no need for it. And I went right back to it, filled out my week in the William Hanna. I'm like, yep, that's the ticket. There we go. So that's my notebook. The one thing I'm going to do with the William Hanna coming up is I'm going to hole punch my own pages in there. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I keep not doing it, and I'll eventually get to that. So yeah, that was a long discussion about the shockingly few things that I'm using, right? It's like this is not a huge list of things. I just had a lot to say about these things because for a while there, and for me a while is a matter of a few days, I wasn't using anything, which is super strange. So, you know, I was glad to get back into the stationery routine on Monday, and I'm feeling pretty good about the products I've chosen to use this week. So I always ask you, like, what are you using? And I want to know. And I always go into this thinking, is Mike going to surprise me today? Because you're pretty consistent. I don't mean that in a bad way, right? I would be happy to be very consistent with my usage. Like, what do you have going on? Mm, yes, that was a given. That was totally going to happen. Mm. Yep. Hmm. Oh, it finally showed up. It hadn't showed up last week. Okay. Hmm. Oh, nice. Yeah, good call. That's the green. Yes. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. What a great pen. Yeah. It's wonderful. Yep. Mhm. It is. Yeah, I held off for years because of like the rounded ends as opposed to the flat end and finial of the Pro Gear. But once I finally used the 1911, I was like, oh my goodness, like this is really perfect. Yeah. Yep. Totally. Yep. Agree. What nib did you get on that? Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember if you got like a zoom. Okay. Yep. Right. Yep. Yeah, I I did that once and then went back to the normal. Like you can have too many. Cool. Nice. So yeah, I'm telling you, you're gonna have to go with the portable pen kit, and you're just gonna have to carry it every day. That's gonna end up making you the happiest, because you can change more frequently and not say, "Oh, I'm missing this today." Well, and then you just bring it. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yep. Now your paper goods pretty standard still. Still loving the Pano book. That's the way to go. Nice. I will say one comment on the Pano book. I'm not using it currently as much as I love it. I do. But I notice and I just laugh at myself when I'm at home at my desk and I have my laptop hooked up to my monitor. So it's kind of stuffed under the laptop stand. I mean, the monitor stand. And then I have my keyboard, which is a mechanical keyboard. I think we might talk about later in the show. We'll see. And I end up having my notebook between my body and the keyboard. So like I'm constantly writing on top, typing on top of my notebook, and I just think of the panel book every time. That's my jam. All right. Yes. What was the ask last year? 50? Nice. Yeah, it's great. It's one of my favorite charities in the world for many reasons. I've supported them directly for many years, involved in many different aspects of people that are doing good for the kids at St. Jude. Obviously, having a close bond with Stephen and how important they've been to his family. It's amazing. And I talked last year about how I wanted to do a a big raffle to raise money and give away like all my field notes collection. I got to make that happen this year because that would be a pretty big number to be able to collect funds and donate. Yeah. Mhm. That's amazing. Yeah, we can do it. I'm in. Yeah, I can't wait. Nope. I just want to say can't wait, and you'll notice the logo changes are in place, which I just noticed today when you tweeted out the show, which is something I love. Yeah, and it's the child official. I think it's the official color of the childhood cancer awareness. So it's color. It's like a gold. Hmm. Yep. 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 That's tomorrow. Please be the second and final. Hopefully. Yeah, it's I can't believe how much time we already put into it, and I thought that it went pretty well. That's how big this set is. That's kind of, my initial thoughts on what we've done so far is we did basically a full build in the past and we're like halfway. I'm like, wow, okay. So yeah, we'll be wrapping that up. But I'm anxious to get that first part out there. It's always fun. I just love this that we do this. It's intimidating thinking about it before we start, and then once we start, it goes pretty well. We have our battles throughout, but all in all, it works surprisingly well. No, no. First 3 hours, no fights. A little frustration on I think on mostly you at me, and rightfully so. I believe at the time it's a difficult set. All right, so I want to hit one topic or one new product before we get into a topic, and maybe we'll fight about this, maybe we won't. Have you seen? And I can't remember if we talked about this specifically. I've talked about it before. I think maybe just on stream or something like that. The Sailor 1911 Compass fountain pen that's coming out later this year. I don't know exactly when. Okay. So where I noticed it first is I don't know if it was just from the Sailor main page or if it was Sailor North America's Instagram. Basically, a rainbow color of transparent Sailor, what they were calling Sailor 1911s. What it is what they're calling the Compass 1911, and they're making these as kind of their steel nib lower price entrant into the fountain pen market. So it's essentially a 40 US dollar steel nib sailor, transparent plastic bodies, reminiscent of the shape of the 1911, the rounded ends torpedo shape. Great, traditional style, cool colors. I am anxious to get one of these in hand because for all the great things Sailor does, I've always considered their entry level steel nib fountain pens to be a poor choice. Like they've tried with the LaCool in the past, which I thought was poor. They had a lineup called the Clear Candy, I don't know, about a decade ago. It was poor. The only one that's been any good, and I must not be the only one to think it because it still exists. Where the Lacool and the Clear Candy, I don't believe exists anymore. The Lacool might, but the High Ace Neo is actually a pretty good entry level steel nib fountain pen. It just doesn't really compete with like the Pilot Metropolitans and the Twisby Ecos type of pen, right? It's not that. So this is kind of the Sailor Pilot Prera entrant here in this 1911. So I'm interested to see how these go because I could see them being a good choice. You know, that $40, it's maybe not your first fountain pen I'm recommending. You know, it's probably not going to crack that list up there with the Metropolitan or some of the platinum pens that I like for, you know, half or less the price. Um, but we'll see. Like it's going to be interesting. Like this totally reminds me of what Pilot does with the Prera, where it's a good steel nib pen, maybe a second pen for people who are just getting into this, and maybe something that I might enjoy playing around with. So we'll see. Would you have any interest in this whatsoever? My initial thoughts say no. Like why would I? Like me, it's different, right? I need to test and give opinions on these type of things. But would you even bother with a pen like this? Yeah, I wouldn't see why, right? Like you don't the way you purchase and use pens, there wouldn't be a need for this pen in your arsenal. Now, if I get it and say, Mike, this is really different and kind of impressive, like you might pick one up later on a whim or something like that. But there's really kind of no point for someone in your situation, right? Mm-hmm. Oh yes, that one was different. Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm so glad you said that. I am so happy you said that because I could not agree more. Why they're using the 1911 name in this is it's beyond me. Like when they did the LeCool, it's the Pro Gear shape, right? It's the Pro Gear style, it's the Pro Gear everything. They called it the LeCool because it's fitting a different market and there's no confusion between the two. I think this adds to confusion. I think it's unnecessary because you're calling it the Compass already in the name. Even if you kept the design, I agree 100% with exactly what you said. And I was thinking that from the moment I saw this. I was like, this doesn't make sense because this shouldn't be in that family tree in that 1911 area. Like it shouldn't. It doesn't line up with that. So I thought that was odd. Take a break. This is an ooh. Ooh. When I clicked it, I went ooh. So I knew that Esterbrook was coming out with the new Nook pen case. So they make these really wonderful leather, hard sided pen cases that I've mostly seen in like a 3 or 4 or 6 pin configuration, and then maybe a 12 one, and they've always been in like a tan or like a cognac exterior. Th- this one, this one, I clicked the thing. I had never seen this color. I'd never laid eyes on this color. I clicked it and I go, ooh, like my eyes like kind of bugged out of my head. It's navy blue exterior with red stitching and a bright red interior with like a little Esterbrook logo pattern on the inside. This is ridiculously cool. They've changed the shape of these a little bit. Looks like the openings are different from like the version 1 of the Nooks, so they have this little more of a snap magnet closure, that instead of a slide, the previous ones were more of a sliding tray model, if I'm thinking correctly. Yeah, this is really extremely good looking for me. Like I'm saying, like my personal taste, this is the one I would build, right? Like, I like the blue and the navy contrast, the super bright red interior. Yeah, I'm gonna get one of these. Like I'm I don't want to say shocked, but I'm like super surprised. Like this is really amazing. Like, and especially since the patterns change as opposed to the slide out. I like the snap closure. Um, mhm. Right, it's not a sleeve. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm flipping through these. So I've gone through one, two, three. I'm deciding which one do I need. So there's one, two, three, six. Let me look at this six one. I don't know. Maybe six is the portable. 12 is the home desk one. I don't know. They're pretty rad. I am shocked at the colors. How cool they are. Like I did not see that coming. Like again, we do the pin chalet thing where I just bring it up when we're about to talk about it. I had no idea that was the color. I just figured it was going to be the same brown ones that they use, which are fantastic. They're awesome. But they've not only changed the colors, they've changed the way that these cases function, and they're just great. So yeah, definitely check those out. Mike, you are leading a topic in this show for the first time in quite some time. I mean, you have equal input in all the topics. No, 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 no. I'm actually saying that because it's rare. Like, and it should be, right? Like, I generally lead the topics and then we discuss them and we bounce things off of each other. You're like, I've got something and I'm putting it in here, and it's not about pens, but it's close. I want to hear what's going on here. Hmm. Yeah, can I give a full disclosure right out the gate? That's my friend Susan Lynn. She's the COO of the Key company. So she works from them. She's the one who I collaborated with on the pastel Shibas for the Retro 51. So that's my friend Susan. Works for that company. Does a wonderful job. Yes, Mint Laudico on Twitter. Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-oh. Okay. Whoa. Oh Lord. Drop. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, right? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, this is up my alley. Hmm. Right. Hmm. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I've seen Susan share some of the images of like the single keycaps that were, either like like brass, stamped and all these different patterns and materials. Yeah, pretty rad. Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Hmm. Right. Sounds awfully familiar. That makes a lot of sense. Hmm. Yeah. Gotcha. Hmm. Yes. You think? Yeah, maybe so because it's yeah, and the time frames I've seen are very extended. Like I think 6 months would be fast, but most of them are much longer time frames than that. Hmm. Yep. Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, no, no. Yeah. The amount of crossover as you've laid this out is practically 100% coverage, right? In the way we discuss it. Hmm. Gotcha. Hmm. Hmm. It seems like it. Well, it seems like there's not an inventory situation. Like you don't go to the Jet keyboards and say, "Oh, I want that new pen," and you put it in your cart and you buy it. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. 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 Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. Nor should you. And like, I'll probably get into this a little bit more, right? Like, I just bought a Keychron K2 Gatoron Brown switches. Just for that's my pilot Metropolitan. Dabble into the thing, see if I want to look at this thing more, and then I have no idea. I have no idea. It's probably like, yeah. I think probably, yeah. So like I didn't need all that. Yeah, I honestly I don't know. So who knows? So mhm. Yeah, right. Hmm. Gotcha. That makes sense. So I'll probably dig into this even further because I'm on the edge, right? Like this is like my type of thing, but I feel like I don't have enough information or knowledge yet. So I'm learning and reading, and then probably when yeah, I know that's what I'm gonna start doing. So I'm gonna start. Yeah. Oh, exactly, exactly. So when I have my stream set up at home, I will probably that's when I'll get like the one fancy keyboard that I need, and hopefully not four, but you never know. I mean, Jeff writes about them. Yeah, so between talking with you and Jeff and with Susan, like I could find a thing, and it could be a problem. So yeah, there you go. Your host, which I'm probably am too. Let's just be honest. Yeah, exactly. Hmm. Yeah, I was gonna mention that. It's good stuff. All right, we got some ass TPA, but I think we're gonna have to hold that for next week because there's some good questions in there. But yeah, I wanted to hear keyboard time because I was interested. in this crossover aspect of it, and I find that to just be a really, really good match for the things that we're into and how this hobby works. So I actually like one of the things I do, and not to belabor the point, but is I follow other people in other industries doing cool things that we can bring into like the pen community and things that I want to do, which is why I follow certain tech people, and now I'm following keyboard people. It's like, oh, this is a great idea, and seeing how they do things. And so it's fun to watch, and it's definitely something I'm going to be learning about more. Yes. Goodbye, Brad. You are very passionate about the keyboards. I love this. Yeah, I love how they look. I just got to figure out, like, I'll eventually buy one. And yeah, that's why I'm going to talk to Susan. She's always said to just, if I need something, to let her know, and she'll guide me. Hmm. Yeah. But like I looked at the one page, like one of the things that you talk about with the other companies, they basically just have a status page for everything that's in flight. And I was like, holy crap. It's like you can't go and buy anything, but here's all the active things. All right, titles. Hmm. Yeah, for sure. The Brad Dowdy of keyboards. That's pretty funny. Maximum impact pin. Yeah. Mm. Right. I did see that. Yeah, I tweeted that the other day. Ah. Well, then that's more of like the Sailor North American or Sailor Limited Edition, right? It's not the stock. It's a group buy. Yeah, gotcha. Hmm. 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 Yeah, I'm starting a new old hobby again, playing golf. I got to get out and get some exercise. I played for the first time. Played 9 holes on Sunday with Tyler for the first time in over a year that I've touched a club. It was rough, but I'm ready to get back out and to do something like that. So I've been going down the yeah. So we're gonna work on that over the next. Yeah, exactly. So yep, and he's into it already. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm excited. We have a little municipal course by us, like which is all I need for now till get back into it again, and then we'll go from there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, I know which title I want. I I you might allow it. I think you'll allow it. I don't know. We'll see. Well, no, you gotta. I mean, like you gotta pick. Like, well, yeah. It's in the one of the it's near the top. It's not the top. We're not using the Brad Dowdy of keyboards. Hey Twitch, I'll be there in a second. We're not ending the stream when I'm done here. Uh huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You see all the clicks made. Mm. So none of which are the one I want to use, which is Jet keyboards. I figured you might not want to do that. So I liked Keyboard Addict was my second choice. We good with that? All right. And what was you said one? You said one that was pretty good. Yeah, you just said that as one that Adina voted on. I didn't see that. I just went and voted on it. It's a fantastic phrase. I don't know when we said it or what it related to. I'd have to go back and listen. I love that. Like that's not going to be the title, but that's one of those mind-boggler little phrases. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, we're with Keyboard Addict. Like it's got to be Keyboard Addict, right? I feel. Ah, okay, like a pre-game. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It does. It does. Oh my god, where is my nice? And see all the clicks. I heard. I was like, "Why are you asking? Are you just wanting to get her feedback?" But no, you actually had a bigger issue there that all of the buttons were already clicked. That's hilarious. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice. So yeah, for those still listening live, I'm uploading my audio file to Mike, and I'm looking at so this Pen Addict episode is 152 megs in file size. It's right next to Trafalgar Part One, which is 477 meg file size. So that's how. So there you go. I know, and we're halfway done. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I got. Oh, I have a podcast at 1 o'clock tomorrow anyway too, so I need to finish up. Mm. All right, I'm writing up a description. File audio is complete. Upload. Yeah, cool. All right. Thanks, chat. Thanks, Mike. I will talk to you. Do we need to talk anything offline? Because I'll still be online on Twitch, but I don't think we had anything. Did we? All right. I'll holler at you later. All right. Bye. Hi, Twitch. We're back. Give me a second here. Whew. All right. So, how terrible was that? How was that experience for y'all? Terrible? Fun? Screwing around? Messing with your Wednesday schedule? Yeah, totally. So I have to write the show intro, and then I'll be fully dedicated to the Twitch for a little bit, and we can talk about whatever. I also need to turn up the air. Hang on 1 second. A little chilly in here. Eventually, the sound's almost caught up. Yeah, I was thinking like I'm totally not streaming tomorrow. Um, I'm not gonna do what I just did while we build Legos. There's no way. Y'all would lose your minds. So, and then when I'm done with Legos, I'm interviewing CY for Pen Addict Friends of the Show. So I'm not gonna have time after tomorrow. And then next week I might be at home. We'll see. I don't know. Crossing my fingers. All right, let me finish this. Is it hot in Georgia today? It's not too bad. It's only going to be about 90 today, I think. Yeah, we've gone down to like the low 90s instead of the mid to upper 90s, so I'll take that any day of the week. Do you capitalize mechanical keyboards when you type mechanical keyboards? Probably not, right? All right, that's good. All right, who is building? Mike is building this year. I am driving. Um, so this will be my second time instructing and one time building. I can't decide which I like best. I think I like building better. I think the pressure's on the instruction giver, right? Even though the builder has to translate those instructions, I think like everything's on the instruction giver to lead. All right, let me make sure my stuff's sailed. Let me get this. All right. Ugh, laptop down. So I get to. So I bring my home microphone and amp over here to record. the podcast for audio quality. I'll eventually have that just set up as my podcast and stream microphone when I'm at home. But right now I keep that at home. Jackie, thanks for the sub. Thanks for everyone who subbed. JD Lady, I see yours. Rewizzles, I see yours. Thank you all. I got my alerts turned back on right now. I didn't want to turn on the 12-month sub anniversary and my birthday. Jackie, I forgot we had close birthdays. My birthday's Friday. So for Jackie's birthday, I got her this dog sticker. Happy birthday, Jackie. I'll send that to you probably never, but we'll just pretend that I'm going to send this to you. So that's for Jackie. K9 Play, thanks for the subbing. Thank you. So yeah, we'll keep all this stuff here for tomorrow. I won't drag it back home tonight. But when I'm set up at home, this will just be my proper setup. I gotta fix the arm. Did y'all see me eventually talking like this? Like it was starting to hurt my back because I couldn't get the microphone angle set up correctly. It would shift about 2 inches from where I wanted it, and I'd end up talking like this. No, I just kept doing this, and I finally started holding the mic because I could feel it in my back. That was super bad posture today. Or my other choice was to slouch down like this to get to the microphone. Because this mic you have to really talk into. This blue over here, I can talk whatever. But this one you have to talk directly into it. Like if I turn my head a little bit, Mike yells at me. Like Mike can tell when I've turned my head. Head full of ideas. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Oh man, ergonomics. I still haven't ponied up for the new office chair. Now, once I get home, I think I'm gonna have to do that. Not today, but once I'm streaming at home and doing that more, I'm gonna have to pony up for a real big boy office chair. I've gotten all the recommendations, I've done all the research. I still don't know what to buy, because they're all very expensive. I'm gonna have to just pony up and get one of the big ones, because I think I'll just be unsatisfied. Do logins for multiple devices increase your viewer count? No, it's got to be different accounts. I saw that Herman Miller chair, the new one. Steel case, I've definitely picked out. I can't remember which steel case what it is, but I've definitely gone through the entire steel case setup. Oh, what did you ask? Oh, yeah. Yeah, human scale, Herman Miller, and steel case are the brands that I narrowed it down to. It's just like pulling a trigger on. I'll probably sell some pins before I go for one of those, because they're mega expensive. But they also last a decade or more. They the Aerons I think are warranted for 12 years, full warranty for 12 years. My back is worth it, So that's one of those things that's on the short list. But yeah, this Logitech Herman Miller, that thing is dope. But I almost want to see it get more reviews, even though it's Herman Miller. The Aeron just gets historically good reviews, right? So I looked at all the refurb sites, and there's one refurb site that runs all the refurb sites, and they seem to be super sketchy. I would have to find one in person. There is a furniture wholesale liquidator around me that it might be worth paying a visit to see if... Let me take this real quick. Hello? Sorry, I wanted to take that in case that was the fiber people, which I would normally answer a number I don't know, but I know the fiber install is getting close, so I just wanted to be sure. But no, it was a scam call. Went to the factory store to get yours. Yeah, so there's a place I'm gonna have to get to go check out. I would totally buy a refurb Aeron because it's just gonna last forever. Oh, thank you, Lori. I I've had that one for a long time now. You have still not found your nebulosa. That sucks so bad. I can't believe that, Becky. Speaking of which, OSU, I owe you an email. I just realized that. I need to take pictures of that and send them to you. Yeah, I can't believe that, Rewizzles. Do you think... I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you've thought of it all by now. Yeah. So, okay. Here's a story that will make Rewizzles feel not better, but not alone. So, for members, Panac members, I do a giveaway once a month. And it's usually something pretty cool. So this month, 2 weeks ago, I gave away a Sailor Lighthouse, the Sailor Pro Gear Lighthouse. Okay? And I gave it away because I tried to give it away like 8 months ago, 9 months ago, a year ago, and no one replied. So I still had it sitting there, so I decided to give it away again. I was like, if I don't give this away, I'm going to use it. I don't need it. And I would rather give it away. So it's a good giveaway item. So I gave it away. So I went to ship it on Monday, or Sunday actually. The winner replied, went to ship it, pulled out the box to check the pin, opened the box, no pin. The box has been sitting. I have a stash of stuff that people have not claimed to regift eventually after a certain amount of time. I'm not going to hold that stuff forever. Open the box, getting ready to ship. I double check everything, ready to ship. And I have given away this pen, and it's not there. So my wife and I worked together on a bunch of product shots for Knock, and we used a bunch of pens as props. That was in like one of the props, or in that prop group. And it never got put back into the box. I tore apart my house, the Closet of Doom, the photography area, the shipping area, all my old cases, and I can't come up with the pen. So I emailed, I said, so here's the bad news. I can't find the pen, but here's the good news. Since I'm going to buy you a pen now, you can pick from all of these different ones that are the same price. So don't feel too bad, Rewizzles, even though I know you feel terrible. You're not alone in having a pen go vanish. I'm dumbfounded. Like, the pen's somewhere because I still have the box. I still have the sleeve. I still have everything. And I know I've never inked it. Like, this pen has never been used. It has never been inked once. I bought it for giveaway purposes. The first person never claimed it. So I gave it away again, and it's not there. We've looked everywhere. So if I ever find it, now it's my pen. But in the interim, I'm going to have to buy the giveaway winner a new pen because their pen's not there. It's gone. He gone. But I've looked everywhere, man. Like, obviously not everywhere because I would have come up with it, but who knows? Who knows? So, Rewizzles, I hope you find yours. And then when you find yours, hopefully I'll find mine. Yeah, I took apart all the cases. I ended up with 2 big bagfuls of empty cases that I need to like re-inventory or restock or do something with. So yeah, I went through everything. Yes, so when one shows up, I have a feeling they're talking to each other, communicating, that the other one will show up. Oh, Jackie, there's no question that that's what was going to happen. Like, even the person actually replied back, and they're like, oh, no, just send me something later. I'm like, no, that's how this works. Like, you want a giveaway, you're getting the giveaway item, and, like, we're not even fighting about this. This is how this is going to work. Like, they were very nice. But I wanted to say, because there was a delay as I tore my house apart trying to find this pen. It's like, here's why I didn't get back to you so quick, because I can't find the pen. But good news is, pick from all these. So it's somewhere. I have laid eyes on this pen within the last month or two. For a fact. Like, I've had it in my hand. So it's somewhere. Like I'm 100% confident that it's somewhere. I just can't find it. How it didn't make it into the box, I just don't know. Everything is somewhere. That's kind of like the show title that we were gonna have. All right. Anything we need to talk about? That's the worst part, Becky. Is you still have the cap. Like that pen's got to be somewhere, right? You'll know when you find ink somewhere that it's not supposed to be, that it's run off. Mm. I found a case that works for the Kikuyo sketchbook. What is the Kikuyo sketchbook? Is that the F size ones or whatever this thing? That's what I thought for sure, Lori. I've gone through. I haven't come up with it yet. How has school gone for the kids so far? First 2 days, really well. I am like heaping praise on them every day about how good a job I think they're doing. And then there's this. So while we were texting, while I was recording the podcast, um, my wife sends me this. Says, "Can you come help Tyler with algebra? I can't solve these either because I can't remember how to do math from 30 years ago." This is BS. So that's how school's going on day 3. So days 1 and 2 were great. Day 3, algebra, screw it, we're done. This is BS. So that's what I'm having to go home to. And my wife is smart. Like I can't do, like there's no shot I can do this algebra. Like if she can't do it, there is no chance I'm doing it, right? My wife is like wicked smart. And like there's no way. Like if she can't do it, it's like I'm not even gonna try. So it's ridiculous. Yeah, so this is 7th grade. So yeah, good luck to all of those with kids doing school remote. I'm really proud of how the kids have gone in. They've had all day classes. Like they start at 8:15 and 8:30, and then in between 2 and 3, and they're on it. They're dealing with it. They're owning it. They're taking their breaks when they need to, and they're getting done a little bit early. They're working ahead on the work, so I'm very happy so far. But I can tell there's some frustrations going on today. So, and it's you can't go to the teacher quickly, right? Like Tyler can go talk to the teacher, but it's a matter of getting on Google Meet, making sure the time's right, like getting additional help. That's going to be the biggest challenge if it's not going well. I think that we're finding out pretty quick, right? So there you go. Bought more Blackstone ink out of fear they'll be gone. Is Blackstone going out of business? Oh, Kikuyo sketchbook. What did I say? What case did you find? Found a case. Yeah, what? Okay. I'm tracking you now, Tony. Sorry. Yeah. This. That. I think I need to order some more of these. They've gone MIA. Interesting. Right in the raid. Sells a canvas case. Cool. That's good. Very good. Blackstone has gone silent. Crazy. Yeah, I hadn't heard that yet. Hadn't seen anything. You would think Lemur could get a hold of them with his custom ink. I think he would have the N. Excuse me, y'all. This setting your alarm every day is for the birds. Not really. I've been doing it for a while. I go to bed too late though. I've been getting up. Oh, so it fits in that little side pouch. Cool. All right, see you, Sarah. So here's You want to talk about case design? Really want to open my cement eco, but I'm prepping to move and don't have time. It's such a good looking pen. Maybe you just carry that. Maybe you just ink it up and you just carry that pen. I'm getting one of those from my next JetPens order. All right, you want to talk about manufacturing real quick? You'll see that right there. You'll see how those threads go above that top line. Like that's how, like Right in the Rain, Maxpedition. I'm not knocking the case. Like it's a completely fine case. I would lose my mind if any of our cases look like that. Like that's a reject. Like we don't. But that's just one of those us decisions, right? Like the way the seaming is. It's like how it's not clean right there. Sorry, I'm looking around my microphone. But I've seen this before. Like I knew this is what it would look like before I even open it up. Yeah, like it's fine. It works, right? But this is an attention to detail when we make things that's why my case, that's why if I made this case, it's $60, not $20, right? Or $80. That's all. It's a perfectly fine case. But these little things make big differences on products. So yeah, there you go. Is that why we got the bar tacker? Yes, head full of ideas. So no, not only can we tighten that stitch so it's not coming loose every time you put something in it, right? You're putting pressure on it. It doesn't come loose. We can also like hard stop it, which you can hard stop this type of stitch. But the manufacturer we use now uses the same type of bar tacking that we use. So yeah. Yeah, that case conflicts with my OCD. Like, but sometimes like to solve a certain carry situation like Tony is, like it works, and it's $20. Like you can't argue with that. Like it seems fine. You're getting a new Sailor Mini on Monday. New Moon on Monday. Let's see what this looks. Man, that's crazy. This looks like the Hello Kitty one. Isn't that pretty? Oh, was it the Hello Kitty one without the Hello Kitty finial? Does this have finial pictures on it? Standard finial. Friend of the show, Tammy, has the Hello Kitty one. I keep trying to get her to sell it to me. Pretty cool. I like that a lot. That's a great pen. I would totally buy the Hello Kitty one. I don't know if Tammy still has it or not. I need her to sell it to me. It got really dark outside. Has anyone tried the Rhodia composition book? Do you have a link to that, Coco? I'm not 100% sure I know which one you're talking about. Hacking Prodigy recently got into pens. If I can help you out, let me know. Sorry, I'm just catching up some of these older messages. Welcome. I was listening to an old episode and ordered the Uniball Jetstream .28. Oof. That's an amazing pen. That is a not for everyone pen. I bought a few Mont Blanc pens from a Costco a few weeks back. I think they sell some of the main lines, probably like the 149s and some of the thinner pens. Did you see Pen Sachi's new Sailor exclusive? No, I've missed that. I also need to find out if anyone knows that the Sailor Mini Zodiac pens come in different nib sizes. I'm almost certain they don't. Are they all medium fine? Question mark? I don't know. I could be making all this up. Fine. Now that you say that, I don't know. I wouldn't think fine would be the choice for all of them. Makes me wonder if there are. I think they would choose MF. I don't know. This is just me making stuff up now. Pensachi exclusive. Oh, I did see this. I didn't know it was Pensachi. Let me pull this up. Hard MF. That's right. This reminds me of my YY Pen Club Rialo. I need to ink that pen back up. I love that pen. I like these little mint. Sorry, if you see me looking weird, my whole microphone setup's here, so I can't really see my monitor that's right here as well as you can see the picture. That's why you see the cuckoo thing. Okay, I'll look at that one in just a second, the rodeo composition. But yeah, obviously I like the metal section, the frosted barrel, and I like the little hint of mint on the barrel. It's like a melon. Ice Island. So yeah, this reminds me of... All right, Little Lenny. Talk to you later. Thank you. This looks great. What are they charging for this? Did they know yet? This has to be at least 350, 400. Okay, 580. I was going to say I wasn't even close. Like I was saying, this is an expensive one, right? This has to be very expensive. And I wasn't even close. It's really good looking, and that's got a lot of additional features. All right, let me look at these Rhodias. Oh, shit. Okay, now we're talking. I am down. Lined with margin. Esteval, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Lined with margin. Screw these lined with margin. Oh, all the square ones over here. Are these white paper? These have to be white paper, right? Not ivory? Bungamox might be relocated from what you're seeing, Tessa. They moved a physical... They had a physical store location, so I'm wondering if like the old location or they maybe had two locations and one closed or relocated. Maybe that's what Google is catching. Oh, Keyboard University, thank you. So it says Blanc. Where do you see that? Oh, there it is, paper Blanc. Yeah, I'm in. Squared, A5, Blanc. These look great. Thank you for sharing these. I had not seen these, and this is definitely a me product. I want to make something like this for knock, like we do our red flap jotters that we're sold out of right now, our spiral bound. I want to do something A5 size in this tape binding style that you get here. So I'm going to try a new printer here local to me. Yeah, that's great. Approved. Thank you for sending those. I will try one of those out. Yeah, that's like my next paper project. I have to get the notebooks reprinted. I have to get the petite note cards reprinted. And if I do that, I'm going to try to make a new style like that. And I could maybe even do that in A4. People have always asked. We had these old A4 pads back in the day, just glue-bound pad, that were not very special, but people really liked them. Is the Pen Addict Franklin Christoph Pocket 66 gone for good? I don't want to say no, but it's not coming back anytime soon. Because I'm going to use the next company I'm going to use is not going to be Franklin Christoph. Just to switch it up. Like, I love the Franklin Christoph, but I want to switch up. Yeah, I need more petite note cards. I'm out. Like, I actually oversold them. I had to go find one in, like, my personal stash. Because the person who bought the last of them bought, like, 3, and I only had 2 packs. And I had to go get it. I had to go get it out of the house. Oh, thanks, Thunder Viking. I'll be checking some of that out. All right, see you, Schmeblin. I am more parched today than usual. All right. I got a load of shipping to do today, chat. So I'm going to head out in a few. You got any more questions? So I got a lot of stuff on my plate to do with Knock. I just haven't been able to get to it. The wax canvas pre-sale is going to happen. I wanted to do it this week, and I just haven't had time. I'm not sure if I'll have time next week. We got to do it sooner rather than later. No more delays. Oh yeah, group buy video, that would be helpful. God, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do like my. Thank you, Tessa. The Bung Box Zodiac pins come in EF to music nibs. That's great. You don't have a real job. You have plenty of time. That is what my family thinks, pretty much. Rip. And you say that, Tony, as I continually not send you the things that you want. It's really hard for me to cross-pollinate all this stuff. Are the nibs stamped based on the zodiac sign, or are they the same nib across all the zodiacs, right? Does the Leo have a Leo nib, or are they all the zodiac nib? Yeah, I also don't invoice you. Yeah, you got a big invoice coming. They have the Leo stamp. Tokyo Inklings is in the queue. So that's another thing. I have a podcast, Friends of the Show tonight and Friends of the Show tomorrow. Tokyo Inklings is in the queue. Looking at their show notes now. Probably going to cost me some money, as it usually does. All right. What else? I'm going to wrap it up here, chat. Unless you got anything at the last minute. Got to get up with the get down today. Thank you all for who have bought the Spoke Roadie. They're going to be around for a while. If you ever want one, we'll have them. Very happy with how the launch went. Thumbs up on that. So I'm going to go ship the restock of the Spoke Roadie. How do you like that refill, Sarah? I wasn't sure that was going to be a refill for you. I mean, you can always switch it out, but Friends have gone gaga. Yeah, we've already resold the restock of the Gecko. I love this refill. I actually, like, for a ballpoint refill, I've always loved the Jetstream, but when I take this out and use it and put it in paper, I'm like, that's a good refill. Like, I feel good with it. Yes, and good luck with the fiber install. We'll see. Just received my Roadie Gecko. Almost never write reviews of pens over my decades of pen acquisition and accumulation. So there you go. Thank you. High praise for the Gecko. Is there a .38 refill for the Roadie? There is. Tony, how is your .38 refill doing? I have the .38 refill as well. Ship you the pastel Shiba. Did I ship it already? I think I shipped it. Didn't I ship it? I think I shipped it. Hopefully we see you with the new background next week. That would be a huge win. Yeah, your son is much younger than my kids, so 9th and 7th grade is a lot easier. A lot easier going. Absolutely. We've gotten some pictures from some other friends who have younger kids. Don't hold me to that, Coco, but I'll check today. I'm shipping today, so whatever I have in, it's either shipped or will be shipping today, so no worries. That's what I'm doing the rest of the day today. Brian must be watching. He's sending me all right, I'm gonna continue this raving review. The pen is extraordinary, and I am speechless to describe its shimmering elegance and technicolor. This is a cultural artifact of our times, and in my mind, may be one of the most exemplary crafted art d'objet on the planet. Please accept my gratitude. I do accept your gratitude. I just ordered two more. And then Brian says, no, this is not a relative of mine. So yeah, we're proud of that pen. We're very proud of that pen. I mean, we're proud of everything we make at Spoke. I mean, that's why I'm there. Like, because it's Brian's designs are what I believe in. Like, I wouldn't be there if I didn't believe in them. All right, you should have gotten a gecko. You'll have time. They'll be there. The .38 refill at jet pen sold out. Yeah, I have one. I haven't installed it yet. I need to. But that's where I got mine, was from jet pens too. All right, I really got to go. I got a boatload of stuff to do. I'll be around online today. Tomorrow and Friday, you're probably not going to see me. Oh, you're definitely not going to see me. I will not be streaming tomorrow, even though I'll be in this chair. I'm going to be building Legos for like 3 or 4 hours, and then I'm not going to have time between the time we're done with Legos and I do another podcast recording for friend of the show to jump on stream. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. Friday I'll be writing. Saturday I'll be packing. So the retros will not start shipping this weekend because I'm going to pre-build as many as I can so I can just import and print labels and slap them on there. It's going to take me longer to build the packages than it will be to actually get the shipping done. So I'm going to start that today, and we'll see. Hopefully I'm starting to ship next week, so that's the plan. So y'all stay hyped, stay excited. Thanks again for being here. Thanks for all your support. Couldn't do it without you. Y'all are the best. I'll talk to you later. Bye.